All right, let's go. Hey, if you're not subscribed, please do so. Give me a like, tell your friends. And also, there's a free PDF in the description, right? It's in English and Spanish. So download it, perform it, give it to someone you love, and then come on back and see how you did. All right. This is writing linear equations from two ordered pairs. Practice number 2. People, we got to clock it and lock it. So let's make sure your devices are away, you are focused on yourself, and you're making yourself the best you can be. Remember, ordered pairs always come x comma y. So I'm going to say that this is my x value right there. And I'm going to say this is my y value right here. Okay? All right, now, I'm going to find the slope. So the goal is to write the equation of a line that goes through these 2 points. And that's unique. It's like you and me, right? We're only one of a kind. So it's unique. Every line is unique when we're talking about it going through 2 ordered pairs. All right, here we go. We're going to find the slope. There's the formula. M is the variable we use for slope. Slope is a parameter. It's the number part of equations. It helps dictate the direction. All right, so we're going to substitute in. I'm going to call this my x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. So I start with the top. The top is y2, 7 minus y1, 6. So 7 minus 6. Sorry, I did the math in my head. It's 7 minus 1. Divided by x2, 3 minus 1. Because x1 is 1. Simplify the top. Simplify the bottom. Woo! You can leave it as 3, or you can leave it as 3 over 1. That's your choice. So I'm going to write m equals 3. Now we're going to find the y-intercept. That's where it crosses the y-axis. And I know everywhere it crosses the y-axis, x is 0. That's important. X is always 0 at the y-intercept. Always. How we find it is we use y equals mx plus b. Slope-intercept form of an equation. And I put in things that I know. So for example, I know that. And I also know an x and a y, right? This is my x right down, and this is my y. And there's an infinite number of x comma y's that make this equation true. But remember, the x and y that make it true have to be in the same ordered pair. So 1 and 1 is a solution, 3 and 7 is a solution, and there's an infinite number of them. I'm going to use 1 and 1. So I'm going to let x be 1, and I'm going to let y be 1. I'm going to go here. Y value becomes a 1. My m is 3. Because it's m times x, I'm going to open a parenthesis, 1 plus b. All right. Simplify. That means perform any operations on the left or right side of the equal symbol if you can. There's that right there. Okay, now I can't simplify anymore, so I do inverse operations, like so. That goes to 0. That's negative 2 equals b. So I'm just going to put that negative 2 right there. All right, easy money. Now we're going to write the equation, because once you know the 2 parameters, now you can write the equation. So y equals m, that's 3, times the input variable x minus 2. That's how I change x values to y values. That's the little formula that changes the x values to the y values for this unique situation. All right, graph it. I love that. Okay, I'm going to graph it. Well, there's 2 ways you can graph it, but the way I'm going to graph it is I'm just going to plot my y-intercept of negative 2. So here's my y-axis. Go where y is negative 2. And now I'm going to do rise over run. But there is no run. That's my rise, but there's no run. How you create a run from an integer is just put it over 1. So I'm going to go up 3 over 1. And I suggest you do it a couple times. All right? I think it's really important to see the pattern. Now get yourself a straight edge. Get yourself a straight edge. And draw that line. Whoosh. Draw it all the way through. Arrows on the end because it goes on forever. That is the pattern that is created from that line. Every ordered pair on the line is a solution for that equation. Every one of them. If it's not on that line, it is not a solution. It will not make both sides simplify down to the same number. Okay, that's important you understand that. We graph to show the solution set. Every ordered pair on that line is the solution set. Plot the given points. Oh, okay, I like this. Plot the given points on the coordinate plane above. Do the points land on the line? Oh, I don't know. If no, your answer for part C is incorrect. Try and find the mistake. Okay. I'm going to go back up. Well, I know my two ordered pairs I'm talking about were given 1, 1 and 3, 7. Ooh, I hope this works. All right, let's go to 1, 1, x1, y1, right there. Okay, that's a good sign. That one worked. Now I'm going to try 3, 7. Go where x is 3. 1, 2, 3. Follow it up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! 7. Let's go. That means we got it. We nailed it. That's a great way to check to see if your answer is correct. All right? It's correct. I'm just going to write. It's correct. Yes. All right, let's move on. This is page 2. Okay, use the given points to find the following. Okay, here's the given points. Remember, here's your x, and here's your x, here's your y's, and here's your y's. Okay, so I'm going to call this, same thing, right? I like patterns. So I'm going to continue my pattern. Notice I've always called the first one x1 and the second one x2, y1 and y2. Take a second, label them. It makes it easier in the long run. Don't cut shortcuts. No shortcutting. All right, so m equals, I'm going to start with here's my formula, y2 minus y1, so 7 minus 1 over x2 minus x1, 8 minus, be careful here, 8 minus a negative 4. That's where most of us go wrong. Simplify the numerator, because this is a grouping symbol, so I got to simplify the top and the bottom as much as I can before I divide. And then remember that minus minus makes a plus. This fraction reduces to 1/2. Okay, so m equals 1/2. All right, this should be getting easier now, right? This is like the 4th time you've done it, and it should be getting easier. That's the goal. Keep your distractions away. Keep working hard. Keep believing in yourself. Don't get frustrated. That doesn't do anything good. And just keep moving forward. All right? Now, if you haven't done this, try it. Try to do it without the video first. I'll give you a hint. All right? Start with that and identify things you know that you can substitute in. Don't forget your goal. Your goal is to find this. So that means you're going to substitute in for everything else. All right, I'm going to use an m value of 1/2 because I have to. Right? But with the x and the y, I can choose that or that. If I have positive numbers, I'm going to choose that. All right? To me, they're just easier to work with. So I'm going to let x be 8. I'm going to let y be 7. Okay, substitute in. This is money. You've been doing this. We did this earlier, right? When we simplified expressions or evaluated expressions. Sorry, so I'm going to let my y value be 7. I'm going to let my m value be 1/2 because I'm multiplying by x, parentheses, plus b. That's what I'm looking for. 1/2, 8 is 4. Now I'm going to solve. Notice it's the same every time. 7 minus 4 is 3. Boom. This is an ordered pair. Done. The x value is always 0 at the y-intercept. It's in your notes. All right, write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Okay, I can do this with my eyes closed, standing on my right foot. Y equals m. My m is 1/2 x. B is 3. Money. Let's graph it. Okay, I'm going to graph it using the slope and the y-intercept. So my slope is 1/2. My y-intercept is an ordered pair, 0, 3. So let's do it. I'm x0, y3, a 1, a 2, a 3. All right? Notice my y-intercept always lands on the y-axis. Always, always, always. My slope from there gives me other solutions for that equation. So up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Remember, this is rise over run, and that's how we apply it from the y-intercept. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to draw this line. I'm going to be accurate. Notice how many ordered pairs I used, right? I just want this thing to be accurate. I do. Drive it all the way through, and don't leave it like that. That's incomplete. You got more solutions than that. All these solutions go on forever in that direction, and they go on forever in that direction. Woo! All right, now, they want us to check to see if the ordered pairs above are solutions, and if they are, we did it right. If not, oh, we boo-booed. Remember, the first ordered pair was negative 4, 1, and the second ordered pair was 8, 7. So I'm going to substitute in. Negative 4, 1 is scary because it's way over here. Go where x is negative, where y is 1. Look at there. Look at there. Let's go. Negative 4, 1. It feels so good when we get it right. All right, now I got 8, 7. So I'm going to go where x is 8, and then I'm going to go up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. That's awesome. That's 8, 7. And we can say that our line is correct. All right. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's do again. Let's do some more. Uh-oh. They're going to change it up a little bit. They're going to change it up. They're going to give you a table of values. This isn't bad. Actually, I like this. Find the slope of the linear equation that creates the table above. Okay, to find the slope, I do my change in y over my change in x. So change means how is the movement, right? What is the movement like? So notice from here to there, to there, to there, it's always the same. You add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. So my change in y is 2. That's it. Right here, notice, let's look at the movement. Look at the movement. If you can't figure it out from here, move on, right? If you can't figure it out from here. But here I can figure it out. 0 to 3 is 3. 3 to 6 is 3, right? So it's plus 3, plus 3. That slope does not reduce, so I'm done. That's my m, so I'm going to call it m. Okay, now I'm going to find the y-intercept, and I'll be loving this. Because the y-intercept, what do we know? The y-intercept always has an x value of 0. So I don't have to calculate this, because look it's right here on my table. So if you know that information, boom, you can find it. They gave me that. Write down. Now we can write the equation. These problems are great. This is a good test to do well on. Stay focused and worked hard, and everything will work out well. I promise. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to graph it. Okay, so to graph it, I'm going to apply my y-intercept first. That's 0, 4. And then from there, I'm going to apply my slope. 2 over 3. Okay, so x0, y4, right there. And then up 2, 1, 2, 3, over 3. Up 2, 1, 2, 3. Up 2, 1, 2, 3. I like to get a lot of those ordered pairs going now. Like to get a lot. Those are all solutions. Every one of those makes the left and the right side simplify down to the same number. I love that. Okay, make a good line. Make a good line. Drive it through. That's an incomplete line. That's not going to get full credit. You got to put the arrows on the ends. Gots to put the arrows on the ends. That is a beautiful line. That shows the solution set, or the x comma y's that make that equation true. That equation right there. Okay, plot the points from the table above and see what happens. Okay, so negative 6, 0. So x negative 6, y 0, right there. Negative 3, 2. Go where x is negative 3, up to 2. Ooh, this is going so well. 0, 4, x 0. y4, right there. 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, one more and we nailed it. 6, and 8. We nailed it. Look at that. All 5 of those ordered pairs in the table, right there, are right there. All right, good job, everybody. Correct. What is the x-coordinate for any ordered pair that lands on the y-axis? Okay, this question, notice how it's number 4, so it has nothing to do with question number 3. What is the x-coordinate for any ordered pair that lands on the y-axis? Okay, let's think about it. So if it lands on the y-axis, that means it lands on this right here, right? This is what this means. If it lands on the y-axis, then it lands there, somewhere on that orange. So that ordered pair is 0, -1. That ordered pair is 0, -4. That ordered pair is 0, 1. What do you notice about x? X is always what? 0. Right, so notice how they're asking for the x-coordinate. So I just have to show the x-coordinate. Nice. Okay, let's go. Last one, you're doing great. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. Identify the slope. Well, remember, the slope is the m. It's the rise over run, and it's always in front of the input variable x. All right, so that's -3/2. Faux. Identify the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is the constant term. When you're in slope-intercept form, that's the b. Make sure you put that as an ordered pair for full credit. Woo, right there. Identify this. What? Okay, what's going on here? I'm going to take this out. By the time you get your PDF to download, I'm going to take that out. Looks like I repeated myself. I was having so much fun. All right, here we go. So there's no answers for this and this, and again, these will not be on your worksheet, so no worries. Let's graph it. They're going to ask me to build the axis this time. I think that's good practice. So I'm going to go to the middle. I'm going to put my x-axis. This is my x-axis. It's just a number line, right? It's just a number line. And then this is my y-axis. It too is a number line. The x-axis is a horizontal number line, and the y-axis is a vertical number line. That's all. Just number lines. And they always intersect at what we call the origin, 0, 0. All right? So let's graph it. So I'm going to go where y is 5. So y-intercept, x0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Now I'm going to apply my slope. My slope is down 3/4. And here's where a lot of people make a mistake as well. You go down 3 because -3. But now the negative went with the 3, so that's done. So now the 4 is positive, and x is positive to the right, 4. Right there, okay? And now I'm going to draw that line. Negative slopes always go down from left to right. It's like walking downhill. So notice this line goes down from left to right, as the negative slope says it should. Okay, refer to the given graph. Last one, you're doing great. Hey, don't reach for that phone. Keep the distractions away now. Identify the slope of the given line. Okay, so to identify this slope, we have to find what we call lattice points. All right? So, for example, this is a lattice point right there. And I'm going to say that this is a lattice point. Lattice point goes where the grid intersects. All right, so that's important. So I'm going to say down 2/3. So down 2/3. Notice they're both in the same, they're both, well, this is negative because it went down, and that's positive because it went to the right. And notice my line is sloping down, so I should have a negative slope. So my slope is down 2/3. Now the y-intercept is where you cross the y-axis. We cross the y-axis right there. That's at 0, 5. So my y-intercept is 0, 5. Now let's write the equation with a line. All right, I can do that. Notice how the output variable is y, so I'm going to call it y. The input variable is x, so I have negative 2/3 x plus 5. All right, that's not bad. Ooh, identify the x-intercept of the given line. And we can just approximate it. So it looks like it's right there. So I'm thinking it's a little bit more than 7. So I'm just going to say approximately 7.5. And how I do well, I won't do the approximate symbol. I'm going to do it as an ordered pair. So 7.5, comma, 0. The y is always 0 on the x-intercept. All right? Let's find the y-coordinate of the given line when x equals 3. So I'm going to go to y equals negative 2/3. Where I see an x, I'm going to replace it with that value, 3. So I know that I'm looking for the y-coordinate. Multiply by the top, divide by the bottom. So that gives me y equals negative 2 plus 5. Well, what is negative 2 plus 5? 3. That's right. There it is. And we can check to see if it works, right? If I go up to my graph, I can go 3, comma 3. So notice if I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. So I know that worked. 3, comma 3. I love that. I love that. You can check everything with these problems. All right, now we're going to find the x-coordinate when y is 7. So again, I'm going to go to my equation. I'm going to let my y value be 7. I'm not multiplying it by anything. There's no distribution or anything, so I can just write it like that. Don't need parentheses, but you can use parentheses if you want. All right, looks like that. Now we got to solve this equation for x. Subtract 5, subtract 5. That gives me 2 equals negative 2/3 x. All right, at this point, what you going to do? That's right, you're going to divide by the fraction. It's okay to divide by a fraction, but when you do, remember to use those parentheses. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This is the last question. Let's get it right. Let's finish strong. Let's nail it. 2 divided by, open parentheses, negative 2 divided by 3. Make sure you're using the negative in the subtraction properly. That's important. Negative 3. So that's it, x, and we're only looking for the x-coordinate. So I can write x equals negative 3. Wow, that was awesome. If you nailed that, you're in such great shape. Good mathematicians will go far. Let's go. And you know what? Hard work will get you there. That's it. Just keep working hard. You're going to get stronger. Okay, good job, my people. Good job. Have a great day. Stay strong. Don't forget to subscribe.